The best we can then do is just do our work and try to advance it as best we can, understanding that we will not finish the job. We essentially run the race, we carry the baton, then we pass it to the next runner, and the next runner goes and they have to carry it forward. One of the things as leaders that all of you are going to have to do is accept that sometimes there are going to be some contradictions. If you're organizing in a rural area, you're not going to immediately be able to expect that people are going to think the same way that somebody in a big city is going to think. You have to show some respect for where people are before you can take them where you want them to be. Which is why I think it's important for young leaders to listen as much as they're talking. People are more likely to change their minds about certain issues if they feel as if they're being heard. I'd look at the statistics, and it turns out that one of the best indicators of whether a country is developed or not is how does it educate its girls and how does it treat its women. So when I was in the White House, for example, I started noticing about 6 months in, the women who were on my senior staff, oftentimes they weren't talking in meetings. After a while, I would have to call. I'd have to say, Melanie, you worked on this issue. What's your perspective? And then when they spoke, they had, amazing insights. Sometimes a woman would make a point, and then like 10 minutes later, a guy would make the same point. And for the men in the room, if your organization has no women leadership in your organization, then you're probably part of the problem, and you need to be part of the solution. So you need to also check yourself and monitor what you're doing in terms of the areas that you control. Young lady back there who's almost standing up, because that's you, yeah. Because you were like,
I would like to ask you a question. When was the last time you had an ego check? And can you please share it with us, the story about it? Thank you.
I was good at surrounding myself with people who were willing to tell me when I was wrong, or to question my assumptions, or to say that I hadn't thought something through. And if you don't have people in your organizations that they will tell you when they disagree with you, then you are doing yourself a disservice. Not only will you not grow and improve, but you're going to make big mistakes. So let me take a look, and right here.
My name is Noelle. I'm from Australia. How mentors have influenced your life?
There was a collective set of people who I learned from, and I tried to be open to learning from different people in different circumstances. The more open you are to more people and new experiences, the more likely you are to meet people who can teach you. One good principle of growth and learning is you have to seek out people who are not like you, and you should not be afraid of people who know more than you do about something. See, I told you this is going to be a tough one here. That gentleman right on the aisle there.
What advice would you give to leaders who feels that there's no light in the end of the tunnel?
All of us in our recent history, terrible things have happened. And yet, people overcame, worked through it, struggled, persevered, and created, over time, better and better and better circumstances. The best we can then do is just do our work and try to advance it as best we can, understanding that we will not finish the job. We essentially run the race, we carry the baton, then we pass it to the next runner, and the next runner goes and they have to carry it forward. And that's how change is going to happen. And it's not just true for climate change. If you're concerned about poverty in your country's not going to be not poor overnight. It's a great privilege to be alive and have the possibility of helping somebody or making things a little bit better. And I have so much confidence that if you just stay with it, even if you sometimes can't see it, you will have made things better. All right? So I'll see you out there, everybody. Love you. Thank you. Stay with it.